Why do OD implementations plan fail? There are many instances when an OD process has failed because when the plans have been developed and they have been implemented, the expected results have not been seen. Why does this happen maybe too often? Number one is improper planning. I mean, if the plan itself is not properly done, we cannot expect good results to come out of that. Then the whole process has failed from the beginning. This can happen when the plan does not reflect the realities on the ground. There are many times when the OD process is driven by the fact that there is donor money that has been made available. So an organization goes through the motion of doing the planning half-heartedly. So at the end of the day, what is produced as a plan does not really reflect the realities that are within the organization. So we are not going to address the real issues that will help our organization grow. So from the beginning, the plan has failed. Even the best efforts will not lead to tangible outcomes. Another issue that I've seen many times in my work, especially on the African continent, is the lack of commitment. During the period of donor funding, there's a lot of activities, so plans are developed. Right now we're working with USAID project to develop implementation plans for the regional networks for BDSPs in Tanzania. What happens when the donor-funded project comes to an end? What kind of commitment can we expect from the members that have participated in this process of developing these plans? Too often, the members move on to other opportunities and neglect what has been started. So deadlines are missed, the quality of output is not good, and before long, people become discouraged and very little happens. Unfortunately, I have seen this too many times in my work on the African continent. And our hope in this particular instance is that things will be different because we're going to own the process. We did our own self-assessment, we saw what needs to be done, and we've identified the process that will help us. And whether there's a donor-funded project or not, we know that this thing will help improve how we work as BDSPs and also affect the volume and nature of business that we get as BDSPs. Another issue that is often overlooked is team building. We are coming from different backgrounds. We've come together and agreed to work together to implement a plan that will help our regional network grow and become very effective, contribute to development, but also contribute to our own income and generation and wealth creation. But because we're coming from very different backgrounds, there is a risk that we may not have developed sufficient common ground, sufficient harmony, for us to be able to effectively work together. There's always need to invest in team building, to have a facilitated process where we have conversations about what our expectations are in this process, how we've understood the whole process, and what we think can come out of it. That is very important, because the more we develop like minds, the easier it will be for us to successfully implement our plan. So team building is an important part of the process of ensuring that OD plans are successfully implemented.